Luke chapter 8. Kai egeneto entoi ka Texas. And it happened next. Kai autos diodeuin katapolin kai gomen. And he was traveling according to city and village. Gerusson kai evangelizomenos den basilean tu seu, proclaiming and announcing the kingdom of the God. Kai hoido deca sunautoi, and the 12 with him. Kai gunai kestines hai ursan te terapeumenai apopneumaton poneron kai asteneon, and some women who were being once having been healed or cured from evil spirits and weaknesses. Maria Herkalumene Magdalene, Mariam, the one being called Magdalene, apers daimonia hepta excelelute, from whom 7 demons had gone out. Kai Joanna gyne kudza epitropu heroidu, and Johanna, the woman of Kudza, a steward of Herod, Kai Susanna, and Shoshanna, Kai Heterai Pollai, and many others. Haitines diakonu nautois ekton hyparkonton nautais, which ones were serving to them out of the things being with them. Suniontos de oklu pollu, and a great crowd gathering together. Kaiton katapolin epiporeuomenon prosauton, and of the ones according to city coming to him, epen dia paraboles, he spoke through a parable. Exerten hosperon tu speraiton sporon autu. The one sowing went out for to sow his seed. Kai entoi speren auton, and in his sowing, homen epesen paratern hodon. Some, on the one hand, fell along the path or road. Kai katepatete, and it was trampled. Kai tapetena tu uranu katepagenauto, and the birds of the sky ate it down. Kai heteron katepesen epitern petran, and other fell down upon the rock. Kai puen exerante diatome ekin igmada, and having sprung up, it withered through the not having moisture. Kai heteron epesen en mesoi ton akanton, kai sympuesai, hai akantai anepnixa nauto, and other fell in the midst of the thorns, and together having sprung up, the thorns choked it. Kai heteron epesen estern gern agaturn, and other fell in the good ground. kai puen, and having sprung up, epoiesen carbon hecatonta plasiona. It produced fruit 100-fold. Tauta legon epone ho ekon ota akuen akueto. Saying these things, he was calling out, the one having ears to be hearing, let him be hearing. Eperoton de auton hoimatse tai autu, dishaute her parabole. But his disciples were asking him what this parable might be being. Hode epen, and he said, Hymin dedotai gnonaita mysteria tes basileas tu teu. And he said, to you it hath been given to know the mysteries of the kingdom of the God. Tois deloi pois, but to the rest, en parabolais, in parables, hina, so that blepontes me bleposin, seeing they might not be seeing, kai akuontes me syniosin, and hearing they might not be understanding. Estin de haute her parabole, but this is being the parable, or the parable is being this. Hosporos estin, hologos tu teu. The seed is being the word of the God. Hoide paraton hodonesin, hoiakusantes, eta erketai, ho diabolos kai aireton logon apotes cardia sauton, hina me pisteusantes sotosin. But the ones by the way are being the ones having heard, then the slanderous adversary is coming, and he is taking away the word from their heart, so that, not having believed, they might be saved. Hoide epites petras, but the ones upon the rock, hoihotan akusosin, metakaras tekontai don logon. The ones when they might hear, with joy they are receiving the word. Kai hutoi ridzan ukekusin, and these ones are not having a root. Hoi proskairon pisteusin, who for a time are believing, kai enkairoi perasmu apistantai, and in a time of testing they are standing away. Tode esta sakantas beson, but the thing among the thorns having fallen, hutoiesin hoiakusantes, kai hypomerimnon, kai plutu, kai herdonon tu biu, poreuomenoi, sympnigontai, kai uteles porusin. These are the ones having heard, and from cares and wealth and pleasures of the life moving along, they are being choked, and they are not completing fruit. Todde entei galei gei. But in the beautiful or good soil, hu toiesin hoitinesen cardiae galei kai agatei, akusantes ton logon katekusin, kai karapoporusin, en hypomonei. These are being the ones which, by means of a beautiful and good heart, having heard the word, they are keeping, and they are bringing forth fruit by means of perseverance. Udes de lyknon hapsas, galypte auton skeue, and nobody, having lit a lamp, is covering it by means of a vessel. Hypokato clinus tittersin, or under a bed, he is setting. Alepi lyknias tittersin, but upon a lampstand he is setting. Hina hoies poreuomenoi pleposin topos, so that the ones entering in might be seeing the light. Ugarestin krypton, ho upaneron genesetai. For there is not a hidden thing which shall not become manifest. Ude apokrypon, ho umegnoster, neither a secret which should certainly not become known. Kai es paneron eltai, and into light should enter. Plepete un posakuete. Be ye seeing therefore how ye are hearing. Hosan garekei. For who might be having dotersetai autoi, it shall be given to him. Gai hosan me ekei, and who might not be having, gai hodoke eken artersetai apautu, even what he is thinking to be having shall be taken away from him. Paregeneto de prosauton hermöter kai hoia del poiautu. And the mother and his brothers became present toward him. Kai ukerdunanto syntykenautoi, and they were not being able to approach to him. Diaton oklon, through the crowd. Apengele de autoi, and it was announced to him. Hermötersu, thy mother, kai hoia del poisu, and thy brothers, hesterkasen exor, have stood outside. Iden telon desse, wanting to see thee. Hode apokrites epen prosautus, but he, having answered or responded, said to them, Murdermu kai adel poimu, my mother and my brothers, who toyesin, hoiton logon tu teu akuontes kai poiuntes. These are being the ones hearing and effectuating the word of the God. Egeneto de, and it became, en miai ton her meron kai autos enebe es ploion kai hoimata tai autu. In one of the days also he entered into a boat and his disciples, kai epen prosautus, and he said to them, Dieltomen estoperan tes limnes. Let us pass over, or we should pass over, into the beyond the lake, the place beyond the lake. Gai anerktersan, and they launched out. Bleonton de auton a pypnosen. But of them sailing, he fell asleep. Gai katebe lailaps anemu estern limnen, and a storm of a wind descended into the lake. Kai suneplerunto, kai ekinduneuon, and they were being swamped, and they were being in danger. Proseltontes de, and having approached Diergeranauton, they awaked him. Legontes, saying, Epistata, epistata, apollumeta, Master, Master, we are perishing. Hode diegertes. But he, having arisen, epetimersen toi anemoi kai toi glutoni tu hydatos. He rebuked the wind and the raging of the water. Kai epausanto, and they ceased. Kai egeneto galerne, and a calm became. Epen de autois, and he said to them, Pu herpistis humon, where is your faith? Pobertentes de etaumasan, but having become afraid, they marveled. Legontes prosalelus, saying to one another, Dis ara hu tosestin. Who then is this one being? Hoti kai toi sanemoi sepitase, kai toi hudati, kai hupakuusinau, that even to the winds he is commanding, and to the water, and they are obeying to him. Kai katepleusan estern koran ton gerasenon, and they sailed down into the region of the Gerasenes. Hertisestin antiperatus Galileas, which is being opposite the Galilee. exceltonti de autoi epidern gern. But to him, having gone forth upon the land, hyperntersen anertis, a certain man met, ecters poleos, out of the city, ekon daimonia, having demons, gai chronoi hikanoi, and a substantial time, ukenedusato himation, he wore not a garment, gai enoikiai ukemenen, and he was not abiding in a house, alentois pneumasin, but in the tombs. Idon deton Yeshurn, and having seen Yeshua, anakraxas, having cried out, prosepesen autoi, he fell toward him, gai ponoi megaloi epen, and in a big voice he said, Disemoi gai soi, what to me and to thee, Yeshua, Yeshua, huie tu teu, O Son of the God, tu hypsistu of the Most High, Deo maisu me basaniseis, I am imploring thee, thou shouldst not torment me. Barengelen gartoi pneumatitoi akatartoi exelten apotu anthropu, for he was commanding to the unclean spirit to come out from the man. Polois gar chronois synerpake auton, for many times it had seized him, gai edesmeueto, and he was being bound, halusesin gai pedais pulasomenos, being kept by means of chains and shackles, gai diarreson ta desma, launeto, hypotu daimoniu estas eremus, and breaking the bonds, he was being driven by the demon into the wilderness places. Eperotesen de auton ho Yeshus, and Yeshua asked him, Tisoi onomaestin, what for thee is a name being? Hode epen, but he said, Legion, Legion, hoti eselten, daimonia polla esauton, because many demons entered into him. Gai parekalu nauton, and they entreated him, Hina me epitaxei, autois esternabuson apelten, so that he might not command them into the abyss to go away. De eke agele koiron hikanon boskomenon, and there was being a herd of considerable pigs feeding, a herd feeding, entoi ore in the mountain. Kai parekalesan auton hina epitrepsoi autois esekenus eselten. And they begged him so that he might permit for them into these to enter. Kai epitrepsen autois, and he permitted for them. Exeltonta deta daimonia apotu anthropu. And the demons, having exited from the man, eselton estus koirus, entered into the pigs. Kai hormersen her agele kata tu kremnu estern limnern, kai apepnigger. And the herd rushed down the precipice into the lake and was drowned. Idontes de hoiboscontes to gegonos. And the ones feeding, having seen the thing having become, epygon kai apengelan estern polin kai estus agrus, they fled, and they announced in the city and in the fields. Exerton de idento gegonos, and they went out to see the thing having become. Gai erton proston Yeshun, and they came to Yeshua. Gai heron katermenon ton anthropon aputa daimonia exerten, and they found the man from whom the demons went out sitting. Hematismenon kai sopronunta, clothed, having been clothed, and being of sound mind. Paratus podas tu Yeshua, about the feet of Yeshua. Kai epobertersan, and they feared. Apengelan de autois, hoi idontes, pos esoter, hodaimonistes, and the ones having seen reported to them how the demonized one, the one having been demonized, was healed. Kai erotersen auton hapanto plötos tes pericoru ton gerasenon apelten apauton. And all the multitude of the surrounding region of the Gerasenon asked him to depart from them. Hoti poboi megaloi sune konto, because by a big fear they were being seized. Autos de embas esploion hypestrepsen, and he, having entered into a boat, turned back. Edeto de autu, ho aner apu excelute ta daimonia enai synautoi. And the man from whom the demons had gone out was begging him to be with him. Apelusen de auton legon. But he loosed him or sent him away, saying, Hypostrepe, return thou, be thou returning, eston oikonsu, into thy house. Kai diegu hosasoi, epoiesen hoteos, and be thou relating as many things as the God effectuated for thee. Kai aperten, and he departed. Katolern dern polin gerusson, hosa epoiesen autoi, ho Jesus. According to all the city, proclaiming as many things as the Yeshua effectuated for him. En detoi hypostrepien ton Yeshun, and in Yeshua's returning, apedexato auton hooklos, the crowd received him. San garpantes prostocontes auton, for they all were being ones expecting him. Kai idu erten aner, hoi onoma Jairus. And behold, a man came, to whom a name Jair. Kai hutos arkon de synagoges hyperken. And this one, a ruler of the synagogue, he was being. Kai peson para tus podas tu Yeshu. And having fallen by the feet of Yeshua, parekale auton, eselten eston oikonautu. He was begging him to enter into his house. Hoti to gatter monogenes autoi, because a only daughter was being for him. Hoseton dodeca, about 12 years. Kai autern apetneisken, and she was dying. En detoi hypagen auton, and in his going, hoi okloi sumnepnigonauton, the crowds were pressing around him. Kai guna usa en ruse haimatos apo eton dodeca, and a woman being in a flow of blood from 12 years. Hertis iatrois prosanalosasa holonton bion, who, to doctors or physicians, having spent all the life, ukiskusen apudenos therapeuternae, was not able from anyone to be healed. Proseltusa opisten Höpsato tu graspedu tu himatiu autu. She, having approached behind, touched the fringe of his clothing. Kai parakrama Esther herusis tu haimatos autos. And immediately the flow of her blood stood. Kai epen ho Yeshus, and Yeshua said, Dis ho hapsa menos mu. Who is the one having touched me? Arnumenon de panton, but of all denying. Epen ho Petros, the Petro said, Epistata, Master, hoi okloi syneku sinse, kai apotlibusin. The crowds are having around thee and pressing in. Hode Yeshus epen, but Yeshua said, Herpsatomutis. A certain one touched me. Ego gar egnon dynamin excellutuian apemu. For I knew power hath gone out from me. Idusade hergune hoti ukelaten. And the woman, having seen that she was not hid, tremusa erten, she came trembling, kai prospesusa autoi, and having fallen toward him, dihern aitian herbstato autu, apöngelen enopion pantos tu lau. For what cause she touched him, she declared before all the people. Kai hosiate parakrama, and how immediately she was healed. Hode epenautoi, and he said to her, Tugater, O daughter, her pistis su seso kense, thy faith hath saved thee. Poreu eserenen, be thou going in peace. Etiautu laluntos, erketaitis para tu archisynagogu. Yet of him speaking, a certain one from the place of the synagogue ruler is coming, legon hoti, saying that Tetnerken her tugatersu, thy daughter hath died. Merketi skule don didaskalon. No longer trouble thou the teacher. Hode Yeshu sakusas, but Yeshua having heard, apekrite autoi, responded to him, Me pobu, be thou not fearing. Monon pisteoson, only believe thou. Kai soter setai, and she shall be saved. Elton de Esther noikian, and having entered into the house, ukapöken eseltentina synautoi. He let not to enter anyone with him. Me Petron, if not Petro, kai Johannen and Johannen, kai Jakobon and Jakob, kai ton patera tes, paidos kai ten metera, and the father of the child and the mother. Eklaion de pantes, kai ekopton to autern, but all were weeping, and they were mourning for her. Hode epen, but he said, Merklaiete, don't be ye weeping. Ugar apetanen alla kateude, for she died not, but is sleeping. Kai kategelon autu edotes hoti apetanen, and they were laughing at him, deriding him, having known that she died. Autos de kratösas tes keros autos, but he, having grasped her hand, eponösen legon, her pais egere, called out, saying, O child, be thou rising. Kai epistrepsen to pneuma autos, and her spirit returned. Kai anester parakrama, and she arose immediately. Kai dietaxen autoi doternai pagain, and he directed for her to give to eat. Kai exestersan hoigones autos, and her parents were amazed. Hode parengelen autois merdeni epen to gegonos, but he instructed to them to tell the thing having happened to no one.